of us were saying, Ati, do you guys argue? I feel like you guys, even if you argue, you have cute arguments. Let me tell you. First of all, thank you very much. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for choosing to join me. I honestly missed saying that.
What did you say?
That intro. I missed saying. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel.
I didn't hear you say anything. I was zoned out. So.
Wow. Okay, so welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for choosing to join us today. Yeah. So today we're doing something really exciting. Of course, we're always doing exciting things.
I'm showing you guys really exciting stuff. I got me some new shoes. What up? Thank you, Kids Kenya. What? Woohoo!
Okay, can we continue now?
Yeah.
Some of us have a new pair of shoes and we're not bragging about it.
I ain't bragging about it. I'm just happy. I'm excited. I like these shoes. I've actually wanted these shoes for a very long time.
Okay, yeah. Sour. So yeah, today we came to the studio. We're all feeling good and whatnot.
Wearing home.
By the way,
home need to pay us for this stuff, man. We give a lot of credit to them. JB, holla at your boy.
They're good stuff though. But yeah, so check out Home 254. That's where my cropped hoodie. It's a cropped hoodie. Let me show them my OOTD. So I'm wearing like a dress, like a bodycon, and then like a cropped hoodie. Like.
Did that just happen? So guys, I also outfit of the day. I have a Home 254
It's because you started
shirt,
with the whole shoe drama.
a nice bling, some nice glasses, and some kicks. But then this I got from Kids Kenya.
Okay,
check them out.
I'll get my water.
Check them out. They have really nice stuff.
Alright, yeah, so we came to
now.
the studio and we're feeling good and whatnot. So I decided to put cause I had asked you guys and you guys suggested we should do a Q&A with Ethan. So I asked you guys on my IG to drop questions. We had only 1 hour because I posted that at 11:30 and it's currently 12:30. We only had an hour for you guys to send in questions. So we're thinking we can do a part 2 in case you have any questions. Just feel free to drop into our DMs or whatnot, or even below. Actually, drop any more questions you have below here. Yeah, so without further ado, we're going to get straight into the questions. We haven't really gotten into the questions to see what people asked, but I'm actually surprised. In an hour, you guys actually sent a couple of questions. So we're gonna answer them one by one. Are you ready? Okay.
I'm ready.
In no particular order, by the way, because we haven't looked at them to panga them. I am. Hi you guys, and how is business taking you? Oh, this one is actually sweet. Yeah, so how are we?
We are good. I mean, the times are definitely hard due to the season and being that we are a new business that opened within the COVID situation and stuff like that. But we're grateful. I think that's the word.
Yeah,
it's hard, but we are grateful for everything that we are going through.
I think what I'd like to add is sometimes I think we're hard on ourselves too. It's been almost a year in this studio and we have literally never lacked. We have literally sustained the studio. Like sometimes, because we have the idea of where we want to be maybe in the next a couple of years or a couple of months, but also then we forget to be, and actually that's what we've been discussing even in our circles when we're playing and whatnot. Thanksgiving and just being grateful. So some days are bad, like for me last week. So like for me last week was very crazy. I think I was burnt out because there was so much I was handling in terms of work, in terms of my personal life. So there was so much, and I think I was just burnt out because I hadn't intentionally decided to reset. And it's funny because when I picked up this book, I usually pick up, at certain times. And when I picked up that book, it's Heart and Hustle by Patricia Bright. She was talking about how when the one you commented, then you said this is true.
Yeah.
The one that was talking about resting.
Oh.
Yeah. So for us, because now business also we're getting into a new season of our lives, so we're just always on the move and we forget to take care. Yeah. So, but we're good. Thank you so much for asking.
Thank you for that question.
Yeah.
Oh, how are you doing?
Yeah. How are you doing? That was such a good question. Yeah. The other question is 10 tips of how you make your relationship work despite challenges, arguments, and all. Maybe not 10, but we can give a few things that have helped us. How we make our relationship work despite challenges.
Okay.
Yeah, challenges and arguments. So first of all, the one thing that binds Ethan and I together is purpose.
Purpose.
And I know it sounds ambiguous, it sounds cliche, some things.
Yeah.
It sounds, what's
like
that
just
now?
that thing you say, to sound.
But let me tell you the truth. You guys, especially last year, Ethan and I just were in the pits. We just went through it, and we went through
the story.
All exactly. So I think for us, one thing that binds us together is that we have purpose and that God has spoken about our relationship. So even when sijiski kumwona, even when we have argued and I don't even want to have a sight of him, I eat humble pie. I humilify myself. I humble myself.
Let's just go with it. Even I humilify myself.
It's actually sounding more.
It sounds so.
Humble. What?
Humilify.
Yeah, so for us, I think one thing is just remembering why we're actually in this relationship. Because now, just being in this relationship, I can feel coming to me.
Yeah, I'll talk.
So, I've even forgotten.
No.
Yeah, I was saying we have come to realize that even like being in a relationship and just ending up in marriage is not for us. At the end of the day, it's for God's glory.
And I bet this is going to bring such a huge confusion to people.
Yeah, because
when we say that it's not.
I bet it would have brought confusion to me when someone told that. Someone told me that
before.
Yeah, like 2 years or 1 year ago actually. Yeah.
I don't know if you are done, but.
Yeah, you can jump in.
I think what Makena is saying is really important. This is the biggest tip of all. You have to understand that feelings will always fluctuate. You will always be mad at some time, you'll always be happy at some time. Sometimes even it has nothing to do with the person you're with. But the one thing that will always keep you together is purpose. It's like, if I was to put it in a different way, it's why you will go through difficult times in a business you've just started and still keep because you believe that there's something more to it.
Yeah.
In the same case, for us, what holds us together and even what led us to the point of saying we actually want to take that step of marriage was purpose. We understood what it meant for us to be together. Yeah. And there is so much more, but
let me add one, especially in arguments. Because here's the thing, Ethan and I sat down and we were like, you know what, we will always argue. Conflict is inevitable. A friend of ours,
I like the way you say
who.
that.
Who? What?
How you say inevitable.
Yeah.
Because people say inevitable.
Oh.
Some other people actually, but you say inevitable.
I'm
just like,
hear the difference.
I don't even know whether it's right or wrong. I'm just
but you just like the sound of it.
I like the way in fact, someone said it in I think it was like a TV show, and I started thinking, Makena says it in a different way. How does she say it?
Oh, that is so cute. Anyway, so a friend of ours was saying, Ati, do you guys argue? I feel like you guys, even if you argue, you have cute arguments. Let me tell you. First of all, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that compliment.
Yeah, it's we thank God that's what we exude.
Let me tell you, Ethan and I can fight, not physically, but like we can argue. Mpaka you're just like, I'm leaving this show, So one thing, so we sat down and we said, of course we're gonna have conflict, but the twist to it is, first of all, humilifying. I think it's just going to be a word from today.
It will be our word.
Yeah, humility, but also remembering that you're not fighting against each other.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you're a team.
And you're different people.
Exactly.
You're different people. You're gonna have different opinions about stuff.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you're trying to build you.
Yeah.
So it's not Makena against Ethan, it's Makena, Ethan against the problem.
Yeah.
So first of all, hear your partner out, humble yourself.
Humilify yourself.
Yeah, humilify yourself, sis. Humilify yourself. And remember that you're a team. And also, I think those are and the recovery time. Like, don't not talk to each other for a long time.
Especially, by the way, if you're getting married. I don't know how it is when you're married. I don't want to speak for them, but I want to say, especially if you know your transition is into marriage, then just work on a shorter time, because you're going to be seeing this person
every day. All the time.
24/7.
The other question is, do you feel pressure to fit in when in the company of your fiance's family? This one is actually directed to me, but also you can answer. Do you feel pressure to fit in my family?
I think...
But this guy just landed and it's like they were waiting for him.
To be honest, but you have to make the effort. And it's something I always tell Makena. I think for me, I always wanted, even before I met Makena's mom, I prepared myself psychologically and I said, I want to have a good relationship with my mother-in-law. And sometimes, like the other day we were at the uncles and then they were asking us questions. We're just like, how do you even answer this question? Yeah, so it's not really pressure.
I don't know. For me, I don't feel pressure as... I wouldn't call it pressure, but there's a certain way I feel when I go, like when I'm around, for example, your folks. I'm still yet to break in completely. No, and like Ethan says, it takes effort. So it's not like the parents are harsh or anything. It's just I haven't, because in my head it's like, those are my like in-laws, you know. So I think I have to, stay humilified. That's actually the best way to put it.
Next question.
How are you able to manage to maintain sexual purity while dating? There's also another one that talked about sex. Do you practice celibacy? If yes, what are the tips that have helped you to remain celibate till marriage? Oh, there's another celibate question. Are you guys celibate since you're traditionally married and you've not moved in together yet?
I'm gonna tell you right here, right now, I want this girl so bad. It is so... Anyway, I think, to be honest...
Truth is, first of all, let's answer this. Are we practicing celibacy?
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Are we doing it by our strength? Absolutely not. Because if I had the chance...
Oh, Jesus. Humilify me.
Yeah, so one question is, are we celibate? Yes, we are. How do we manage to maintain sexual purity? I can say one, you say one.
Okay.
We say like 4 maybe.
4? Okay.
If they get to 4.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's just one. But the practical tips, let's not tell you here at God saves, Jesus saves. Let's tell you the truth, you know. So one thing is, Ethan and I, first of all, do not live together. But also, avoiding being in a private and closed, warm, cozy environment.
I like the way you added warm and cozy. And that's if it's cold, nakuna njeve, you can be there. That's alright.
No, but you get my point.
Yeah, avoid being in an enclosed, warm and cozy space. Be in a very uncomfortable and cold space.
I think that noise is too much.
They'll might will help.
Anyway, yeah, so one thing about that has helped us is, of course, to avoid being in enclosed, like msikwe wawili peke yenu pamoja.
But you know, the funny thing is that we're always alone. Most of the times we're alone at the studio.
At the studio. But you see, the studio is public.
Yeah, it's such a public space.
Yeah.
You know, Makena normally says whenever I'm working,
he just, he enters work.
Even her, she has those moments, especially when she has a deadline to beat. You
can. Yeah, so for us, I think that's the first thing. The other thing is, of course, not living together.
Yeah.
Like when it's time to go home, Ethan goes to his house, I go to my mom's house. Like we don't live together, because someone also asked me, not this time, in my DM when we did our rush, someone asked me if I'm moving in.
Yeah, a lot of people actually ask.
But for us, because apart from the honoring our parents, which is why the traditional process happened, we are also Christians and we want to honor God, and the only way that will happen is when we get married and there's a witness and there's a covenant and all of that. So we're gonna do a wedding, and that's when we're gonna start living together.
I think another thing is, and it's weird, but for us it kind of did something that we just decided that we were not going to.
Yeah,
until
that's
marriage.
actually very important.
It was even
we
before.
We said it just when before we said we're dating.
Yeah,
we said
it
this
was
is
what
how
we said.
Yeah,
we wanted.
This is what I stand for.
We're
getting into this, and we're gonna wait until marriage.
So that was another thing that really has maybe helped us.
I think actually the other thing is having accountability.
Yeah, our friends. Our friends.
Yeah, we have friends, first of all, who have gone before us. Not so much before us, like slightly, like 5 years married, 2 years married, something like that. Then we have friends who were going through this season together. We're all getting married around the same time. So that helps for accountability, because, for example, if Ethan goes and talks to his mom, and I don't know how you guys talk. I don't know if it's like, oh my gosh,
like, yo, man, this girl, this girl,
but we just
get you, bro.
Yeah, but in those circles that we have, they're also practicing sexual purity, and so it's easy for I don't know. There's just an accountability. Having accountability friends also really helps.
Yeah,
even in the whole season.
Together.
Yeah, and also that praying together. The other question is, how did each one of you know the other is the one God ordained for you?
We fought and fought and fought until God smacked us right in our heads and said, stop playing games.
Yeah.
And it might sound like a joke, but for real.
It's for real.
For me, I actually had a night where I literally couldn't sleep. And that was our biggest fight. We had broken up. We had broken up for like a few hours. Like about a day.
But that was like the one of 6 times we have broken up.
Yeah. So that night, I literally couldn't sleep. In fact, because of curfew, I went and sat in the car until morning to wait for the curfew to Isha, so that I could go and see her and just apologize for everything. But
I think what was the it moment? First of all, even before
the it moment, by the way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Even before, so when you were dating me, you were doubting whether you're my
I didn't doubt, but like there was not that.
You hadn't been told
that
yourself.
Finality. Yeah. It hadn't come with that finality.
Even before I met Ethan, by the way, that year when I met Ethan, I was choosing to focus on myself. I know these single people say that, but it's actually true. Like me, I was just focusing on myself.
You were not even looking at each other.
I was minding my business. Yeah, even after we met, I was just like, okay, you're cool, Peeps, but no, I don't think we can date. Not that he asked me, I just was thinking to myself. So, first of all, for me, I wanted to get into a relationship with someone who has a personal relationship with God. Because even in those times when I can't put sense into him, God will fight that for me. God will do that for me, So for me, that was like the striker. Like, first of all, does he have a relationship with God? And also, like, that is a whole other story of how do you know, but maybe, I don't know how we can get, maybe we can do it. I don't even know.
When we're doing our series, we'll definitely be able, and you guys will be able to see how exactly we got to know.
This is the one.
But I think.
And then there's something people say, if you know, you know. And we were actually talking with my friend Sly, and we were saying, Aki, for real, if you know, you know. But I'm just like, that's quite vague to tell someone.
And from the beginning also, I remember us guys said, hey, Chip, dude, we're not doing this. I'm going to try
For fun.
Zappa. I think when we're talking about our journey, you guys will be able to see how that happened.
Yeah, I think that's better. Someone said, Harusi ni lini? Anyway, is your YouTube channel going to be a coupled one when you get married?
When we get married?
Isn't it already?
Yeah.
First of all, I've actually asked Ethan this before if he would like us to change the name of my channel. He said no. So it's gonna remain Chebet Makena, the channel. You know Chebet Makena? I mean, this channel is about me. And now Ethan is part of me. So it's inevitable that he will be appearing on my channel. So we won't say until now it's a marriage, life, whatever channel. But like, as you're hearing us talk, we were planning even to have a series. Hey guys, so the SD got...
Hey! Woo!
What?
What in the sounds hell is that?
Me and Carlos in somewhere. This has still been recording.
Yeah, imagine.
You've checked. Have you checked?
It's still recording.
Okay, so if it's not recording, of course we know who to blame. Okay. Guys, so the SD card ilija, so we had to change it. So what I was saying is what I was also saying about the channel is that for me, when I started the channel, my aim wasn't to make money or to become known by many people. It was just, I enjoy doing this, so let me just take it to video because I enjoy pictures and whatnot.
Yeah.
But also now, in the process where now we get people to speak about our relationship, there's something that has been spoken about our relationship, and YouTube is one of the ways that we can actualize it. Yeah. So we go to the next question.
Yeah.
Aliuliza harusi lini?
Harusi ni.
Ethan wants you guys to know, but I don't.
Harusi ni ile
siku. Babe.
Ngoja niseme. Harusi ni ile siku ya kufanya harusi.
Yeah, you guys will find out. Obviously, you'll find out.
Yeah, you'll find out when you do find out.
Yeah.
Never better to gonna guests. You were invited on YouTube. Ain't nobody got time though. It's COVID times, now me. Najaribu kuchonga list naona kucha.
Tinilitwa YouTube. Ati hi madam, where's your invite? YouTube.
Walituonesha on the way hapa walisema.
But you know we would love to have you guys over. But hey, that budget though.
Checky. Okay, this is what we'll do. If you want to come for our wedding, you pay for your own plate of food. Hold up, and because it's an event and it's our event, you come with a gift, just to say thank you for inviting me.
Yeah,
if you have those,
if you tick those boxes, you're coming. You're invited.
Kwanza tuko na registry flani hapa hivi.
We'll send it over to you.
Yeah, just have it.
Hi, tell us about your working together experience. How do you manage? Does it get monotonous? So we actually did an IG live that I'm gonna send you guys to. We talked a whole lot of stuff about working together. But for me, working together has been an amazing experience. It is an amazing experience because we are purpose partners.
What?
Purpose partners.
Purpose, okay.
We are purpose partners. Like we're pursuing purpose together. So just being in the same environment, because I feel like now he challenges me even more. He can keep track of how I'm doing, when I'm doing this, blah, blah, blah. Not that he's bossing me around, but as in he can, you know, kuambiwa story na kuona vile naendelea, sio the same. So for me, working together is actually a blessing.
And I've always told Makena this, that sometimes just having her around, not even saying anything, just knowing that she's around, makes me feel peaceful. So hata kama niko na stress, najua tu Makena is around.
Yeah.
And I feel good.
If it gets monotonous, I remember my friend Anne, she was working with her husband, who is her fiance, now her husband. So they were meeting Monday to Saturday. Sunday they were going to church together. And I used to wonder, how do you do it?
How you do? Sorry.
You know what? That's exactly my situation. I used to wonder how she does it. I used to wonder, hey, oh, cheki kumuona.
If it's meant to be, it'll be.
Baby, if it's meant to be.
My point is that depending on what your...
It doesn't really get monotonous. Trust me.
Yeah, it depends.
Let me tell you, we leave the studio and we go home, and if Ethan doesn't call me, itakuwa shida. So I feel like I already miss him. Yeah, so it doesn't really get monotonous. Yeah. The other question is, what system do you use to resolve conflict? So I think this is just like what we said. But I think first of all is for people to understand that you will have conflict.
Conflict is
there is nothing like perfect relationships. Hashtag. Sasa nimekuwa meru. Hashtag couple goals. There's nothing like that. You will always have conflict. The twist is how you handle that conflict, and also for the other person, hear out your partner. Like msikize, you know.
Be quick to listen.
Yeah, be quick to listen, and also humble yourself. Let me tell you, humility and conflict go well together because it will end that conflict.
Humilify yourself. Get humilified. Yes. Drink the humilifying drink.
Nakwambia, eat that humble pie. But
if you've ever heard of anything like dying to yourself, this is it.
No more, no less. What are each of your roles in your business? Love you guys. We love you too.
Love you too. Thank you, by the way.
Oh, that's a good question.
Well, I'm the boss, of course. You know what I mean? I call the shots. You know, do this, do that. I'm kidding. But yeah, I like to think of myself as the visionary.
Because you are.
And Makena as the administrator. Yeah. But yeah, that's basically...
the incubator.
Yeah, instead of actually really going into a lot of details as in who does what and who does this.
Yeah.
But she's really more of the administrator. In fact, I always go to her for almost every decision. I have to let her know.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess that's it. But of course, he's a photographer. I haven't gotten to the place where I can take pictures, but I can edit.
She does take photos.
I do take.
She takes photos of me.
Yeah, I do, but yeah.
She's learning. She is learning to edit.
I'm learning to edit. I've learned to edit.
Yeah, while you're improving your editing. So.
Okay.
Or growing.
Yeah. So, when and how did you meet? When did we meet? 2019. Yeah. 2019.
No?
Yeah, we met in 2019.
Yeah.
May.
Yeah.
Our first date was on the 29th of May. Trust me to remember the dates.
Clearly.
29th May 2019 is when Ethan and I first met. How we met online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
sometimes
there's a longer
we say
story
that,
to that.
Yeah, because we went to campus together, but he doesn't remember me, I remember him. Then that was a whole other 5 years, and we were all just minding our own businesses.
She'll never let me forget that.
No, this guy never, he did not notice me. Look at you now.
See, I notice you now. That's what matters now.
Okay, so that's how we met. How we met is like a whole story.
Yeah. Again, something we'll definitely tell you guys about.
Tunawaonyesha tu. Tell us about your high school lovers. I'm not sure I'm about to enter into that. But let me tell you, I always ask God, mbona uliniwacha ni waste time.
I dated one person in high school.
Hey. Okay, let's talk about before me. Can you count?
Yeah, because there's a difference between dating and situationing.
Being in a situationship, but I don't really know exactly what.
But yeah, I had one girlfriend in high school because I used to be afraid of girls.
Oh really?
Yeah, I never used to be so popular.
Oh.
So I just used to think I'd be rejected. So I never used to really try.
When was your first relationship in high school?
Form 3.
What?
Yeah.
Your first relationship?
Yeah, my first relationship.
Do you know when mine was?
Class 7.
Yeah. Did I tell you that?
No, just
you guessed.
Lucky guess.
Imagine. Classic. Oh my Lord. Like what? Like, you know, sometimes I usually say, as in Bona too, like you just could have told, even that time when I was looking at Ethan, as in I was looking at my husband and I had no idea. I was just busy, you know. But also, here's another way to look at it. Those people help you grow. Because I don't like to look at them as wasting time or, you know.
Opportunities to know yourself better.
Yeah, and also to know what you don't want.
I was listening to something today in the morning that I was saying, failure is not a definition of who you are. It's an opportunity for you to grow and understand who you are made to be.
Oh, that's nice. When are you guys starting? Oh, when you guys were starting your relationship, did you ever have issues with communication?
Yeah, Makena used to text me a lot, or call me a lot, or want me to call her a lot.
The thing about communication is that you have to communicate. What I mean is, see, for example, if I sit here and expect Ethan to call me 3 times a day, 5 times, because you know that time when we were dating, I was in an 8 to 5, which was so demanding, I couldn't see him. So of course I wanted someone to check up on me and find out if I'm doing okay. So communicate that.
How to be patient in the waiting period.
Singlehood. Let me tell you, sis. People say, Ati, enjoy your singlehood. But Aki, for real, please enjoy it. And not to mean that dating is such a task, like, oh my gosh, why am I here? But it's also, you help, because here's actually, it's time to what I was telling you. Because the other thing of how you know that person is the one is if your purpose, your values and your purpose for you, the one that you have conversed with God about, assuming that you are a believer, if that person does not go away from your purpose, like even if he brings a different aspect, it's going to end up in purpose. I was even telling some of my friends, don't look at being in a relationship as a privilege. Also, being single is a privilege of its kind. Because
actually, babe, they should look at it as a privilege.
Why?
Because it's a privilege, it's an honor to be in a relationship.
No, but it doesn't mean they're not lesser because they're not in a relationship.
What Makena is trying to say is that a relationship is not your life's purpose.
Exactly. Actually, yeah.
It's not what to live for.
Exactly.
God did not create you for a man or a woman.
He didn't? He picked up.
Like he was just like, hey, Makena.
He picked me.
Sasa bebe papas yako ni kukuana. Anybody else.
But you know, I like to think of it that way. Like that's why I was calling you Ribdona.
No, like that is his divine purpose. It's his will for you
but
to
it doesn't mean that if you're not in a relationship
that you fail. It's the same thing as Paul. That Paul said that if you can stay single. I like what Makena said. Enjoy your singlehood. Enjoy it. Enjoy it to the most, because once you do, you get to actually understand yourself better. And once you're at that place, you can better handle someone else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then, did you move in together after Russia? We also kind of answered this one.
We moved into the studio together. What the hell am I saying? No, we didn't.
Babe, you know unanibo by the way. Mbona unafanya hivyo?
Aje babe.
Hizo vitu unasema alafu hata mwenye unajiuliza, I don't know why I said that.
It's just... Okay, so let me focus. I'm focused now. Let's do this.
It's the last question. No, we did not move in together after the show. Sawa, imeisha. Tuendelee na imeisha. Si imeisha.
So I thought you said there was one more.
Si ndio hiyo. Did you move in together after the show?
No.
No, we did not. But that's it for today's questions. If you have any more questions, by the way, I really enjoyed it. Did you enjoy this video? Because I feel like people are getting to because you know now I might be posting pictures on IG and that's all people know about our relationship.
Yeah.
So I feel like now you're interacting more with our relationship to the behind the scenes of the relationship. So if you have any more questions, please feel free to drop them down in the comment section. Yes, in the comment section down below. But thank you so much, guys, for choosing to join us. Remember to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and
turn on your notifications.
Yeah, turn on so that you know when we upload a video. But yeah, it's been awesome hanging out with you guys. so much for sending in your questions. To everyone who has sent them. Baby.
There are so many times that I have to wait on her to do whatever she's doing on Instagram, whether it's eating, whether it's shooting a video, whether we have just arrived at a hotel or rather a restaurant, like in just the most, like, you know those moments where you want to just go on. What are you doing there?
I want to look at your, kuna kanywele kalikuwa kamesimama last time.
Stop checking me out like that.
So,
on live TV.
Live TV.
Guys are going to ask you why you're looking at me like that. You ain't put a ring on it.
Are they?
She hasn't put a ring on it.
Already,